Kelly Jane, thank you for being with us at AudioStage. Yeah, just you've obviously done a performance for us now. Yeah. How did that go?
It was awesome, yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, so what have you been doing recently, basically? I'm just sort of like, you know, musically, obviously we're catching up with you now, and then, yeah, just want to see what you've been doing, been up to.
Just got back from travelling, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So I obviously got a lot of inspiration, so I've been writing loads of new songs.
Yeah.
I've been recording new stuff.
Okay.
Because I released my first EP in December.
Yeah, I remember, I was listening to that, yeah. Well, that's where I got you from, basically. I was really impressed with the EP, yeah.
Thank you. So, yeah, just keep writing, and I've got recording new stuff.
Awesome.
Okay. So yeah.
So did you meet any people while you were out and, you know, out travelling the world, and anyone you're looking to collaborate with or anything like that?
I met so many musicians, especially in Byron in Australia.
Okay.
There was buskers everywhere.
Yeah.
But it was mainly like acoustic music.
Right, okay, yeah.
But yeah, met loads of amazing friends and stuff.
That's awesome, yeah. So what's your sort of setup at the moment? I know obviously you did an acoustic performance with us, but what sort of thing you know, playing with a band or just staying acoustic? Or?
I love a bit of both, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, the guitar's where the songwriting starts, so it always feels like real natural.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I get in with a band, I'm literally like addicted. Yeah. Because it's like the best feeling ever.
Yeah, you've got everyone doing things.
I don't know, I love both. I could never sort of choose between the two.
Absolutely, yeah. I think well, you do both of them amazingly well. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like really impressive, yeah, honestly. And yeah, I mean, obviously your EP was all band, wasn't it, as well? So like,
love playing with the band.
Yeah, it's great, yeah.
Amazing.
So what, you know, obviously you're talking about your songwriting. I mean, you know, you start with a guitar. Do you play any other instruments as well?
Mainly guitar.
Mainly guitar.
It started off with guitar.
Okay.
I sometimes try to write on piano, but I always just go back to guitar. Like, it's like my comfort zone.
Yeah, it's just easier when you know it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So when did you start playing the guitar then?
I started when I was about 14.
Okay, quite late.
Yeah, so I picked it up so I could sing along with it. So it was never, I wanted to learn the guitar. It was like, I wanted to sing to something.
Okay, so you were a singer before?
Yeah, so I was a singer before. And then as soon as I learnt guitar, I started writing songs.
Right, I see, yeah.
So I've always, from the start, I've always written with the guitar and sang.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, yeah. So with your songwriting, like what sort of like starts the journey of a song in a sense? Because like your songs, they seem quite like, obviously like you use some great like chord compositions and things, and like your melodies are like really interesting, and you know, it's sort of like it's got poppy elements to it, but like you've got like jazz chords and things underneath it, and it's like really, I don't know, it's a real nice mix of things.
Cheers.
So what sort of, where does that sort of, you know, where does that start?
It always starts with a song. It's always got to be about something that's annoying me or that I'm loving. It never starts with the lyrics. It always starts with a feeling.
Okay.
And then I usually get my notepad out and just rant loads of random shit down.
Yeah.
And then I pick out lines.
Okay.
And then I just mess about with melodies.
Right.
And then pick out some simple chords.
Okay.
And then when I've got like a really nice melody going with a couple of chords, and then I start to add some more chords in between.
Okay, so the chords and things come later? Like,
I guess so. Like, the melody comes first.
Yeah.
But it's inspired by a chord.
Okay.
So I'll get a chord to start me off, and then I'll sort of play around and then come back to the chords kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
But one of the songs that I play, called Twisted Soul, was about someone who's messed my friends around.
Okay.
Or anyone that's been messed around.
Yeah.
So basically did like 3 pages of rant.
Yeah.
Like just random.
I was going to say
a lot of insults.
Yeah. When I was listening to that, I was like, this is a real like Taylor Swift, I'm really upset sort of
It was 3 pages of
like,
aggression towards this person I was really annoyed at because she messed my friends around.
Yeah.
And then I picked out, you know, some of the more kind words.
Okay.
The words you could get away with.
Yeah.
And then sort of made it into a bit more of a song.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's like proper.
It's usually how it goes. Get all my feelings out on page, and then I'll pick the bits out that make sense.
It's just your sort of way of venting. It sounds like like I must get this out. Yeah, no, that sounds amazing. Yeah, no, I've been listening to your stuff a lot, and obviously like working with it. You know, I've been listening to things like I think one of the tracks you did was called Saviour, and you know, obviously working with it and mixing it and all these sorts of things, and then actually going back to it on your Spotify and just going, it's so different.
Yeah.
But it's like it's interesting because it's like you I think you just sort of have this this sense of like, I think I might be totally wrong, but I might be going out on a limb here, but like it feels like there's almost like the band version of the song is kind of like that's the band version, and then it was like this is an acoustic version, so it feels like you've kind of got two versions of songs a lot of the time.
Yeah, I always change it up when it's me and my guitar.
Okay. Yeah.
And then with the band, it becomes more of like a finished thing. But that's why I love both, because with my guitar I can do whatever I want with it.
Yeah.
And it never becomes like old or anything.
Yeah.
And the band's like completely different, and it just brings like stuff out of it that I wouldn't on my own, kind of thing. Yeah,
it definitely feels like very emotional in a sense when you're playing on your own, like. You know, you can really like, I'm sure people will see, but like you can really like connect emotionally with what you're doing, and obviously like as you're saying, the way you're writing songs is like very emotional in a sense. Yeah. What's the sort of main emotion that you tend to harness? Is it sort of like, I hate this person or I love this person, or like,
a bit of both. They usually sound happy, even if they're I guess so, even if I'm annoyed at someone, it always ends up in a happy kind of feel good, kind of chilled vibe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think it's meant to do that. But it just ends up being a little bit sweeter than it actually is.
You're just trying to be a bit more understated. Really, understated with your age. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I don't know.
No. It's honestly, it's lovely. Yeah. So obviously we've been listening to your music a lot. Hopefully people have watched the performance or are going to watch the performance. One of the things that really sort of talk about with a lot of musicians is like, what are your major influences? Like, what influences? Obviously you're talking about songwriting and feelings, but like, who influences you? Why do you do it?
I think my early influences were singer-songwriters like Jack Johnson.
Okay, yeah, amazing.
Because he writes amazing stories in his lyrics.
Yeah,
and I absolutely love that. And Corinne Bailey Rae the same.
Absolutely, I can really hear that with you, honestly.
Corinne and Jack, awesome. Yeah. And then recently, more Leanne La Havas. Yeah. Like the arrangements and her voice is incredible.
She's unbelievable. Incredible. So you'll be sharing a stage with Leanne La Havas very soon then, yeah?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, like, that's exactly where you need to be.
I love Alan Stone. Yeah. I don't know if do you know Alan Stone?
Yeah, I do.
He's amazing, like very soul-y band kind of vibe. Yeah. And then also Matt Corby. Okay. Tom Mish.
Yeah, Tom Mish, yeah. Really into Tom Mish. Yeah.
So like the songwriting mixed with the band, like soul, like groovy kind of.
That's the thing, I can really see that. Obviously, like in what what you've done for us in a sense, like, a lot more of the acoustic side you can see it, but when you go and listen to the Spotify and you go, oh yeah, there's loads of that. And as soon as you said Tom Mish, I was just like, 100%. Yeah, I can hear that and feel that. Yeah.
I'm yet to see him live, but
you need to make some plans. Like, I'm sure he plays all the time around, like in the UK. So you need to see him. What are your big goals, really? What do you want out of music? I'm really interested to know, because obviously, like, everyone has different goals and things out of music, and you obviously have your own set.
So I'm writing loads of new stuff at the minute, and I just want to continue writing loads and loads and loads, and have like a massive batch of songs. Okay. And just start gigging a lot, because I haven't been gigging too much. I've just been like writing and sort of like coming down from travelling and stuff. But now I want to write loads. I want to gig. I want to get back practicing with the band. I'd love to do festivals.
Yeah. What sort of festivals would you like to do? You got big ones like certain festivals where you're like, I want to do that. That's the festival.
Oh, I'd love to do one abroad, like on a beach. Yeah. Boardmasters in Cornwall. It's amazing.
I think you go down like Love Supreme or something.
Yeah. Love Supreme.
Really well.
Went there last year. But I'd love to do festivals. Yeah. I just want to start gigging more and just doing stuff. Which is going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the new stuff.
To.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Absolutely. So you're in the studio at the moment, sort of working on some new material. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what sort of things are you doing in the studio? Are you going for more band stuff, acoustic stuff, or are you sort of a mix of both?
A bit of a mix of both. We're starting off with guitar and vocals. Yeah. And then we're building the songs from that. So the last EP we did with the band. Yeah. So I wrote the songs, and then we went in with the band straight away before we recorded. But now we're working guitar, vocals, and adding everything to it.
Okay.
So I think it will be quite different to the last EP, which is awesome. Yeah. So it'll be a bit fresh.
So what was the setup in the last one?
The totally last one, it was drums, bass, keys, 2 BVs.
Okay.
Me and guitar. But we worked a lot on rehearsals before we recorded.
So did you record live before?
We recorded live, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, recorded live.
Yeah.
And then redid all the parts. But this time we're going to add stuff gradually. Yeah.
And more multi-tracking and sort of do that as a process. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah. So what are you planning to get out of that recording? Are you looking to do like an EP or an album or, you know?
Not 100% yet.
Yeah.
We're just getting loads of songs together.
Yeah. Just see how it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Hopefully the end of this year.
We eagerly await that. I can't wait, honestly, to hear it. Yeah. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to it. So obviously, like, you know, in terms of your like goals and things, you know, we've, you know, had brief conversations earlier, you know, about you're looking to move again. Obviously, you're a country girl.
Yeah.
But you're a
home girl at heart, but need to move back to London.
Yeah.
So I'm moving back very soon.
Okay. Yeah.
Flat hunting, very fun, but but I want to get back where the buzz is. Yeah. And also, all my best friends are musicians, so I miss being inspired like constantly. Yeah,
and just around people that are doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's it.
On the same hustle.
When I lived with my best mates who are musicians, I was just so inspired. Yeah. All the time. Absolutely. Yeah. Even when I'm going to sleep, I'd be hearing like these songs going on, songwriting, melodies. Yeah. And just be like, oh, I want to go and do it. So I want to be back in that. Like buzz, environment, inspiration.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think, absolutely. From what you're saying, you just is where you need to be. I think, in a sense. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, what is it about London that really draws you to? I suppose the scene. Obviously, you're saying about your friends and things, but like, what makes you want to be involved so heavily in that scene?
I think there's so much going on. And it seems like a massive place, but really everyone's so connected and it's so small at the same time. Yeah. So as soon as you get like, I don't know, there's just so much going, and it seems huge, but it's actually quite.
Yeah, it's a little bit more tight.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I imagine you can gig all over the city as well. Like, you know a few people, and then like you can just pick up something. Yeah. So Kelly, where can we find you? Obviously, to listen to your music, follow you, see what's going on in your life.
You can find me at Kelly J Music.
Okay.
Or kellyjmusic.com website.
Awesome.
Any of those.
At Kelly J Music on Facebook, Instagram.
Yep.
Twitter.
Bit of Twitter.
Bit of Twitter.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, obviously, for being with us today, Kelly.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fantastic, very insightful.
Amazing.
To know a bit more about you and your music. If you don't already, then go and follow Kelly on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter. Check her out on Spotify. Don't forget to drop her a follow.
Whoop.
That's it.
Whoop.
Awesome. Favourite food?
Curry.
Curry? Okay.
That's it. Korma.
A chicken korma. Okay, that's the one.
Basic
is it? Yeah. That's really light. That's like really not spicy at all.
No.
It's like yogurt, chicken and rice. It is. It's yogurt. Yeah. Basically, you need to get some real curry.
Spice.
It's some vindaloo. Star sign.
Leo.
You're Leo.
The lion. So cringy. Kill me now.
I did think that. I was a bit like.
Let's go on the outtakes.
Let's go on the outtakes. It is. Yeah. We're gonna totally put these up. Thank you for being with us today, Kelly. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Fuck it now. That was rubbish. Sorry. God, what was I saying?